Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Near Protocol. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, it's going to be in the top right hand corner of your video. Now, jumping into the weekly chart. So we had a nice move towards the 20 EMA over here. We just wicked down below it a bit, but we didn't open and we didn't close basically a candle below this, and as you can see, we had a nice move over here to the upside. So what happened is we had this swing high over here, we broke down with the July pullback. Then once we broke above this area, as you can see, you went back down and you back tested this support area, as you can see, which is important, and you bounced off of that and off you go. So potentially, if we have another Bitcoin pullback, you can look for a buy order off the 20 EMA on the weekly chart, which is roughly $8.04 right now. So look for that as a nice buying opportunity. As you can see, the RSI is sitting at 56 on the index, which is not that bad right now. It's not really oversold, not really overbought. It's doing what it needs to do at the minute, just staying neutral, you could say. So let's jump into the daily chart. Now, jumping into the daily chart, I did drop this fib last video from the swing high that we had over here in March to the swing low in July. That gives us the 1.272 at $11.81. And as you can see, if you drew the fibs out and you bought since the last video and we had a dip, you could have bought back in over there. We had a nice rally all the way to the 1.272 over here. And it was pretty good. You can see that we had a pullback since then, obviously, to the EMAs, a 22% pullback. So you could have taken profits at this zone or taken some profits if that's something that you were looking for. But yeah, right now we are above the 20 EMA. We had the bullish cross on the daily chart, so that's really good. What we can potentially do right now is back test the swing high over here on the fib. Once again, $7.64 is something you want to be looking for, and I think I gave you this support level in the last video. And once you broke through that all the way to the 1.272, that was a 54% trade for you guys. So anyone who took that trade, congratulations. Now, yeah, right now holding the 20 EMA as support. Potentially what you do see over here is we do have this horizontal resistance. As you can see, we're just being kept down by this resistance line. And potentially what you can do also is come back here and create a higher low, which is good. But to complete the uptrend, right, or to confirm that we are in an uptrend, you're going to have to break out of this wide trend line, make a higher high, and then back test it as support, or back test the 1.272 as support. Because an uptrend is basically higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And right now we are potentially going to print our higher low, but this may have been our low, and from here we're going to start breaking through the white resistance trend line. So if you're looking for a quick flip potentially, you can potentially still buy off the 20 EMA. We're not that far away from it, and from there you could look at a nice 23% trade all the way to the white trend line, or you could look to sell at the 1.272, which is a 25% trade. So there you go. I just gave you a couple of nice trades if you're a short-term holder or if you're a leverage trader, but I don't do leverage trades at all. So we do have the 1.618 over here, which is our target after breaking the swing high on the fib. That's 120%. So basically, once you have your fib, bring out the 1.618 on your chart, and after I do apologize about that, after you break this, you're looking at this, okay? So the 1.618 is the technical target after breaking this. But look how much this has appreciated, guys. So July 24th was the bottom at $1.53 basically, and we have done a tremendous 753% since then, which is incredible. This is really crazy numbers over here. So now taking a look at the daily RSI, actually I think this was meant to be for the 4-hourly chart, but anyway, we're going to take a look at the daily right now. I mean, the trend line is on the 4-hourly chart. That's why it looks a bit weird. But you can see over here on the RSI, let's see if we have any divergences, by the way. This is how you look for divergences. Open up the chart, the price action, and you have to look for divergences in between the price action and the oscillator, in this case, the RSI. So potentially here, as you can see, you're moving down, and here you are moving down as well. So no divergence over there. Then you have a higher low over here, this high over here, this high over here. This high is lower than this one. It's lower than this one. However, this high over here is pretty much at the exact same level that this high is, right? But here you do have a higher low. So that is a bearish divergence. Let me just draw that out a bit nicer so you can understand. So potentially what we do have playing out right now is, so no higher high over here on the price action, but on the RSI, you do have a higher low. So basically this shows that the momentum is dying out and the bulls are losing their power because you're printing a higher low or a lower high basically, but the price action doesn't reflect that. But yeah, so we'll see if that plays out. We'll see if that plays out. Now let's jump into the 4-hourly chart on the Binance exchange. Now jumping into the 4-hourly chart, you can see that we were at least in this falling wedge pattern over here with the target at $11 because that's where the wedge was formed. We broke out of it, back tested it as support. Now we're hitting our head on the 4-hourly 55 EMA, and we need to get above it, right? Because if we keep getting pushed down by the 55 EMA and we get the bearish cross on the 4-hourly chart, as you can see, the 20 will cross below the 55. Then we're going to invalidate this pattern because we're going to break down and lose all support over here. And then this is not going to be something that you're looking at. You're not going to be in that target. But so far, we're still in a technical target to $11. Jumping into the oscillators, RSI, nice double bottom pattern. And potentially we still have a lot of room to grow here on the 4-hourly chart. The MACD is curling up, starting to curl up for a bullish cross. So potentially look for this as a confirmation of the uptrend. And the stochastic on the 4-hourly is still in the oversold. So still, in my opinion, great times to be dollar cost averaging into this project. On the daily chart, as we've taken a look at the RSI already. We had the bullish cross here December 8th, and if you take a look at the price action December 8th, you can see that we had a nice appreciation since December 8th of around about 42%. So once you saw the bullish cross, you could have entered if you trade based on the MACD. But on the stochastic, we're starting to move to the downside over here because as you can see, you got a bit overextended from the 20 EMA. Now you're pulling back down for support and the stochastic is coming back down. Obviously, if you see the stochastic come back down to the oversold on the daily, that's a great area to be buying in. But what I envision for the stochastic is once we start pumping, it's just gonna have a trend reversal, but you need to spot this trend reversal before it actually happens. And how do you do that? You just take a look at the moving averages and look at them, and they're just going to start curling up. So potentially that is going to be your giveaway. This is sort of the looking glass for you into the future. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So right now, also we're adhering to the support over here on the daily chart. So this is nice support that we've got over here, and you don't want to lose it because if you lose that, right, you're getting the bearish cross on the daily chart, you're losing this structural support, and you're potentially going for these swing lows that you had here at the beginning of December. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Follow me on Twitter, check out the Telegram chat, check out the Discord server, and check out our Patreon. Great way to support me, but a great way for me to give back to those who support me as well. Think of it as buying a cup of coffee, but instead of the coffee, you get a lot of useful information that will potentially make you a lot of money. So yeah, I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.